The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Good morning, folks. Obviously not the voice of Tom or Tommy O'Brien. This is Steve Rhodes filling in, coming to you live at 10 o'clock. If you're listening in at the normal time frame of my Trader's Edge show, which is 1 p.m., we'll try to make today's show as pertinent as possible, give you some levels to be observing at that time frame. So would absolutely love to hear from you, and you can always give us a call at 877-927-6648. But if you can't call in, I've got you covered there, too. You can always go ahead and send me an email. Do it early, steve@TFNN.com, and inside that subject heading, if you'd be kind enough to put radio show question. Of course, if you're listening and it's 1:07 in the afternoon, don't send me an email. Not that you can't, but I just won't be able to respond to it on the air, posting charts for you, and we'll get to those tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get to it. We've got a bit of a mixed bag out here. You've got the Dow off 102, S&P down 6, NASDAQ 100 is up 15. Russell's down 7, semis are off 4, transports are down 64. Transports are the indice percentage-wise leader to the downside, up 0.5%. Not a gigantic deal out there. Spot volatility index trade out at 2207. That's still below its 50-day exponential moving average. Gold is up $6 and change, trading at $8.40. Silver down 13 cents, trading at $27.45. Light sweet crude off about a quarter, 28 cents, 57.69 is the print there. Natural gas back 7 pennies. Leading the charge at this stage to the upside, you've got MicroStrategy up 141 points, Shopify 52 points. Cal Vista Pharmaceuticals up 162% or $25. Fuda Holdings up 23. To the downside, it's Wesco International, $15 Roonies, Tesla off 13, Take-Two Interactive down 11, Henry Jack and Associates off 11. So we've got some things to look at. Of course, I want to look at what you want to look at. Let's go look at the general markets right now. So we've got a little bit of battle going on. We'll just show you my one of my tools that I use out here. This tool shows me what's going on with regard to the Rhodes Momentum Indicator signals. It's just a short-term time frame chart out here. You'll see a 5-minute, 10-minute, 15, 30, 60, 120, 240, and then a 10-bar ATR average true range. That's really for the 30-minute time frame chart. And how I use that, folks, is when I enter trades, I want to understand what the average true range has been for different time frames. I usually use a 30-minute time frame for my intraday trading out there, and then I know where my stop needs to be, which is outside the average true range for that time frame. But that's not so much what I want to focus on. What I want to focus on is just take a look at the fight we have going on, the short term, which is trying to set bottoms. The 5-minute one went away, but it's still out there. So the short-term time frames, we've got bottom signals, whether it's the ES or the Dow. Oddly enough, they're moving lower here this morning. But we'll take a look at those short-term time frame charts. But the longer-term time frame charts are where we have the topping signals. So truly the fight between the bulls and the bears inside the equity markets out here. So let's go take a look at some of those charts. Let's start with the ES Mini just to get a feel for what's going on there. We'll certainly take a look at the NQ as well. So let's begin by taking a look at the daily time frame for the ES Mini. And here's what we know at this stage of the game. Well, first, let's populate it. And when we populate it, we can see that price is moving higher, doing less relative energy. So it's got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal that's been triggered. Needs a bearish reversal candle to confirm that top. And then it also needs to see a close below the oscillator and change line. That's at 38.74. Stevie's green line, Stevie's red line. When price is above that line, folks, and it's green, it tells you about bullish conditions in the market. So as we speak right now, bullish conditions remain. If price closes below that, well, then it would be signaling at least a retracement. But we're not there yet. We may not get there. Price may continue higher. We're in day number 6 of a TD9 count. When that identifies tops or bottoms, in this case here tops, that will typically occur on bars 8, 9, or the bar following 9. So we're a few days away from that. If we look at that short-term time frame, here's your 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart generating a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. And right now, price is above 39.0575. Now, the 5-minute time frame has just begun. This 5-minute, 10:10 to 10:15. But a close above 39.0575 would suggest higher price. A close below it, well, then your resistance level, and that's breakdown resistance, folks, will have held. So that's what's going on that short-term time frame. By the way, a close above 39.05 sets up 39.09 as the next target. That's the 5-minute chart. 10-minute time frame chart, we can see price was pushing lower, doing less relative energy. Two rows momentum indicator bottom here patterns here confirmed. With regard to resistance level on the 10-minute time frame, don't really have one other than its bearish structured profile. That level is 39.0575. This bar will finish at 10.20, so we're only 1 minute into it. But a close above 39.05 is signaling to you that price will run back to its most recent highs out here, 39.13.14 area. The 15-minute time frame chart, well, what we can see here is a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom pattern. What we're looking for is to see if there's any kind of resistance. Well, the only resistance here, much like on the 10-minute time frame, was the top of its profile. This will go ahead and complete at 10:15, actually, this bar. So a close above 39.04 in the next 4 minutes is going to signal a move back to its high. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame. On the 30-minute time frame, well, that's pretty interesting. We don't have anything, not a zip zilch. What we do know, though, as far as a bottom, however, we're not looking at the 30-minute time frame for the bottoming signal. We're trying to figure out what is it doing on its rally higher and where has price found resistance. Well, the answer to that has been the European opening range. 39.0725 is a key level to watch. So this chart here on a 30-minute basis, what Stevie does, I take a look at the opening range of the three primary markets. The U.S., which is going to be between 6 and 6:30, the European opening range between 9 and 9:30, and then the European opening range, the Asian opening range 9 and 9:30, European opening range between 3 and 3:30. And I mark each of those bars. You should too, for whatever it is that you're trading. You want to establish where that opening range is. If price is just trading with inside those opening ranges, it's just a consolidation. If you are on one side or the other, whichever is the high or the low of the opening range. By the way, right now the low of the opening range is Europe, and the high of the opening range is the U.S., which is up at 39.13. So if price can close above the 39.05 level, then price gets back inside its range. The next resistance, 39.07, that's the top of its profile. And if price can close above that, you'd make this would suggest that price is going to go make a run for the top of the Asian or U.S. opening range at the 39.12 to 39.13 level. So that is its message. 60-minute time frame chart out here. What do we have? Not much at this stage of the game. We're in bar number 7. Well, we're actually not in bar number 7. We don't have any kind of bottoming signal here. We did have a Rhodes momentum indicator top for this time frame. Price held support, so that's important to know. And that's the bottom of its profile, which is 38.96. So nothing is broken through support at this stage of the game. The 2-hour time frame chart, as we take a look at it, price just consolidated with inside its profiles as well. This formed a Rhodes momentum indicator top. Let's finish this off by taking a look at the 4-hour time frame. When we do that out here, potential for Rhodes momentum indicator top signal. But you can see price here trading with inside all profiles. So how do we summarize the ES mini out here? Well, the easiest way is unless we start seeing key levels of support being broken, you might ask the question, what are key levels of support? Those key levels for the 4 equity future contracts are as follows. Just take a look at the red lines on my chart, the most recent red lines. Those most recent red lines for the ES are 38.8825. You need to see price close below that. Of course, price closes below that, 38.75 and a quarter is the next support area. Inside the NQ, the move lower would need to get below 13.597. Inside the YM, the Dow 31,100, and inside that Russell 2000, 2268 is the number to be watching. Not until you see closes below those, and on all 4 of these, would that be suggesting some type of change in trend is in place. This is Steve Rhodes filling in for Tom and Tommy O'Brien, and we'd love to hear from you. 877-927-6648.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Good morning and welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rose filling in for Tom and Tommy O'Brien. If you're listening in at the normal time, my Trader's Ed show will be 1:18 in the afternoon. We'll do what we can to make this show pertinent for you as it will be replayed. Let's get back to these markets. We've got a number of requests that are in. The first one coming in from Sean. Sean wants to take a look at Planeteer Technologies. Sean says, been looking at PLTR, was hoping you could show me the resistance and support along with the TAS boxes for the daily and weekly. Love what you do. Thank you for everything. Well, thank you, Sean. So, Sean, you've got your daily profile resistance level at 4106. That is the top of the profile. Slightly bearish, this profile. And so if you see price get below 35.15, it's an indication that price would go target 27.27, the support level. Planeteer has not been around long enough. There's not enough data, is what I should say, to generate any kind of weekly or monthly profile. So it's just the daily that you've got to go with. We'll just take a look at the daily chart out here, and you're looking. You've been looking at it. You're looking for resistance. So right now, what Planeteer on its daily basis has is a confirmed Rhodes Momentum Indicator top out here. But price is above the oscillator and change line, even though it's a bearish structured profile. So price would need to get below that 35.15 level to offer a suggestion of 27.27 or 17.54 out here. We'll just have to see if price can move back to those levels, Sean, if there's any kind of pattern that's going on at that time to try to identify the bottom out here. If we go just to a short-term time frame chart, such as a 30-minute, see if there's anything of significance out here that shows up. There's not really anything here to add to what you were looking for. So back to the daily, you've got your support and resistance levels for Planeteer. Sean, I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for listening in to the show. We have requests out here to also take a look at, let's see, APT is one of the requests inside the Tiger's Den. Let's try to go in order here. APT is for peak. And Peak is asking the question, should we add to this puppy? So if we're going to add to this puppy, it's going to be based upon a breakout. And the breakout here with price trading above the top of its daily and weekly profiles, that suggests just simply from a profile standpoint, Peak, that price should target the top of the monthly at 22.39. Let's pull over the daily time frame chart here for APT and try to answer, at least from a daily perspective, is now the time to add to that trade. Well, here's what we know. Price is above resistance, which is 1690. 1690 was the TD9 count breakdown level. And you got to close above that about 4 days ago. You're trading now above that at this moment. And if price stays above that peak, 1690 that is, this is suggesting to move all the way up into the 2378 area. Of course, we took a look at the weekly profile, I believe, and that had resistance where, we're above. I'm sorry, it was the 2239. It was the monthly time frame. So if you want to play a momentum move, the answer is yeah, now you could add. But if you're going to play a momentum move, what we would at least want to do is go take a look at a short-term time frame, such as the 30-minute, just to see where it's at with regard to any kind of patterns out here. Is there anything that says, yeah, now's not the time to act? And the answer is no. I don't see anything there either. So if you're going to APT, go ahead. By the way, the average true range, daily average true range on this, and that's important, is $1.19. So your stop needs to be at least $1.19, preferably much more than $1.19 below whatever your entry price is. So that's for peak, and that was APT. The next question was SLB. So let me get that here rolling. SLB on my white background charts. And then we'll get it going on the black background charts out there. So I believe this is Schlumberger. Yeah, Schlumberger. And the question was, I don't know, SLB, Steve, please. So when we take a look at Schlumberger, prices trading above the daily and weekly profile. This would be the first close on a weekly basis above 2504, could be. So that would be bullish. Assuming that those conditions remain, Zip, then what you're looking at is a move up to the bottom of that monthly profile. That's at least what the profiles are telling us, and that's in the 29.43, currently printing at 26.05. Let's pull over Stevie's other chart, see if we can get any kind of other information here. We'll begin by looking at the daily time frame, and voila. 25.90 Zip, which price closed just above yesterday, is signaling that you have a breakout to the upside. Breakout because that was a TD9 count. So this formed a top, SLB, Schlumberger, with a TD9 count top. Now your resistance level is still going to be that high. So even though price is closing above or appears to close above 25.90 for 2 consecutive days, still that's only giving you a price target of 26.73. Nonetheless, it's still bullish with regard to its chart patterns out here. On a weekly basis, as we take a look at Schlumberger, what does it signal to you and I? It signal to you and I is that price wants to make a move up to 39.97 over time. Formed a real nice Rhodes momentum and TD9 pattern back in March on a weekly basis, and price is above its weekly profile, so all looks good there. On a monthly time frame, you've got a Rhodes momentum indicator signal, no bullish reversal candle, but again, price should target the bottom of that profile on the 29.43 level. So hope that helps you out with regard to Schlumberger and what it is doing. The next request is to take a look at Alibaba. This comes in from both a email request as well as one of our den requests. So we'll get that. That was for Alex. And let's just see Alex's question. Alex is, has Baba made a low and does it have an upside target? Long since December in 2020. So if we take a look at Alibaba, you can see the price is trading above the top of its daily profile, trading above the top of its monthly profile, and that leaves us with the weekly. So your next resistance level, Alex and S&P, is 273.67. 273.67. Now the question was, has Alibaba made a low? But the question is a low since when? It would have been nice, Stevie, if you had put in the Alibaba chart in the other screens, and I did not do that, which just means we just have to wait just a moment out here to get that to populate. Just looking at these other screens out here, these other screens, the black background screen, is there anything else that we can see or that we can make reference to. So I would go like this with regard to the key area here, Alex. You're asking if it's made a bottom. And even if we can find a bottoming pattern out here, daily, weekly, monthly, or what have you, in order for this to get its mojo, you need to see it close above 273.67. That's the top of its profile. In bullish markets, you see price take out the top of that weekly profile. If you take a look at bullish runs out here inside of Alibaba, you'll see that taking place, and that's what you would need. So that 273 is going to really be key. Now we pull over the other charts out here. Monthly has a TD9 count, wave number 7 top, but price found support where it should have. At the 211.90 area, its support area, bullish structured profile on a monthly basis, between 198 and 211. Price found support there. Let's back up. Go look at the weekly time frame chart. Well, on a weekly basis, you'll see that price is also dealing, guys, gals, with the oscillator and change line. So price is not going to make its way to 273.67 at this end. You've got a weekly Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. You've got an A to B equals CD to the downside. But the first bullish reversal candle was last week's candle out there, so a little bit suspect. But price, if it can close above the oscillator and change line, that 273 level would be its next target. We're trading right on that oscillator and change level right now. Daily time frame out here. Daily time frame looks so, Alex, the bottom signal on a daily is wave number 7. That's letter G. That's courtesy of Basil Chapman out here. There is a potential A to B equals CD, but it hasn't confirmed it on the way up right now. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be back in just a few.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes filling in for Tom and Tommy O'Brien. If you're listening to the normal hour, 1:30 during the Trader's Edge show, thanks so much for doing that. This is obviously being recorded and replayed. We're looking at Alibaba. One of the questions was whether or not this had bottomed, and we saw a seventh wave move. We're looking at the white background charts that had formed out here at the lows. That was on December 24th. And we also can see that this confirmed a buy the D point, the completion of an A to B equals CD pattern. That was confirmed with this gap to the upside. That was the bullish reversal signal on December the 29th. So you got that 80. So, yeah, it has certainly bottomed. Now we can see, though, that this also generated a Gartley sell signal out here. So that's going to be the A to B equals CD pattern, so I can get this tool to work out here. That's going to be the A to B equals CD pattern to the upside out here. So we had one to the downside. We've got the next one here to the upside. Now, this completed basically a 1 to 1.618 A to B equals CD. Here's your bearish reversal candle, January 27th. That was a bear sash. Another one on December the 2nd out there. So which one is it? Is it Gartley sell, Gartley buy? We don't know the answer to that. The answer would be revealed to us if price could close above 269 even Steven. That's a January 20th high, 44 million shares out there. You can see that that high was tackled 4 days ago with 16 million shares, so not enough volume to take that out. But if price could close above, first if it could close above 260, 270, that's a positive. And if it does with more than 44 million shares, then you'd have another confirmed A to B equals CD to the upside. So that's what I see when we take a look at Alibaba. I'd put it in the neutral camp right now as we speak. Hope that that helps you out. The next request, let's see, this is coming in from Paul K. Paul writes in, he says, 30-year bond touched 2%. Are you aware of this? It has a double bottom, 1%. This was the start of the year. So I think what Paul is referring to, and give me a minute here to get it going, ZB03-21. And that is, as we were looking at Treasury bonds during the 10 a.m. update, what we were noticing was the bullish reversal candle, the Three River Morning Star. Let me show you the pattern itself. And this would be confirming a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. So let's take a look at it. That would say that 30-year should head higher. Let me pull this back a bit. It'll be easier for you to see because even I can't see that. So here what we see, we can see that price has been moving lower, doing less relative energy, has triggered that Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. This would be, or could be, we don't know whether it will or it won't, could be a Three River Morning Star. That's the bullish reversal candle to confirm that Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. Now, if we can get this, when I say we, talking about the 30-year Treasury, if it can generate this pattern and close above the oscillator and change line, which is red right now, you can see it's just on it, then that's going to signal to us, Paul, that price should continue higher. The question is, because price is below its bullish structured profile, would this be a bottom or just a bottom that's a counter trend move? How do we know the answer? Well, we don't know the answer. We know where the answer would be revealed to us. So when you close below the bottom of a bullish structured profile, counter trend moves will end at either the bottom or preferably, quite frankly, up at the center level. And so we won't really know that answer, but that's what you would expect or anticipate, Paul, that price would bounce to. The next area would be the top of that profile. So I think if that's what you were referring to, I'm just taking a look at the 30-year Treasury. It absolutely has a bottoming pattern right now that suggests, as we speak at 1034, a continued move higher. What we don't know is whether it's just a counter trend rally or not. We'll go to the 30-minute time frame here for the 30-year, just see what patterns are out here. We can see that this also bottomed here on a 30-minute basis with a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. Right now what we have is a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. It was a shooting star that took place at the 10:30 session out here. Now if that high gets taken out and we see it close above 167.20, that's a signal of price moving higher. We don't have the confirmation of a change in trend yet on the daily. Now what I mean by that is that here we can see at 167 and change out here, that's the TD9 breakdown level. We need to see some clear closes above that level, but I would put that back to 167.20. If we do get closes above that, that's going to add more emphasis that this could be a bottom versus just a counter trend move. So, Paul, that's what I'm looking at when we take a look at the 30-year Treasury and its signals to you and I. I hope that helps you out. The next question coming in from David H. And David wants to take a look at the Exxon Mobil. So let me get that rolling here on my white background charts. Let's get this on our 3-panel daily, weekly, monthly TAS market profiles. And here we see an Exxon Mobil price trade above the top of its daily, above the top of its weekly profile, and above the top of its monthly profile. Exxon Mobil, maybe this has generated a significant bottom out here. So price, David, is trading above all those profiles. You're interested in the daily, weekly, and monthly analysis. Well, so far, so good out here. And if we look at this swing point, which price closed above yesterday, the swing point I'm referring to is January 14th, 35 million shares out there. Yesterday was passed with 36. So that's a positive for sure. Let's look at my other white background charts out here. Let's not start with the 30-minute, although on the 30-minute there has been a little bit of a pullback. Is this correct? Yeah. So the 30-minute gap down below one breakout level, 51.51, and got to the next area, which is 49.81. So you'd be watching 49.81, David. If there's a close below that, price would be suggested to move to 47.97. Let's go back to the daily, weekly, monthly time frames for you. So you can see that it's always nice to go to the white background charts out here. Today so far, I don't know what today's candle is going to look like, Paul or David. But you've got a bearish reversal signal, which is important only because we had yesterday was the Rhodes Momentum Indicator pattern was triggered. So this could confirm a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. Now what that means is we have to identify support. On the daily basis, what that means, David, is price should target 49.37. If it gets to 49.37 and bounces off of it, where it's neutral because of the top, and support will have held. If that first level of support fails, 49 and change out there, a pullback to 46.65, 45.18, 44.44, and 41.83 would be the numbers you would be targeting. It's not there just yet. Let's look at the weekly time frame chart. Weekly time frame chart here for ExxonMobil shows us what? Shows us that price closed above 46.42 last week. That suggests a move up to the 71.36 level. You can see the Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom that formed out here on a weekly basis. If we look at the monthly time frame chart here for ExxonMobil, no bottoming pattern that I like to use of the ones that we look at here, but you can't see, in essence, a double bottom, so to speak, and prices above the top of that monthly profile, 48.09. So that is a positive. And on a yearly basis, prices above last year's close. That too is bullish. So ExxonMobil looks bullish. Today, though, generating a bearish reversal candle, suggesting we could see a pullback begin. That first level to be watching would be 49.36. So, David, thanks so much for listening to the show and writing in. I hope that helps you out. I don't believe I have any other requests out here. If there's something inside the Tiger's Den that you want me to take a look at, go ahead and post that. In the meantime, we'll go take a look at some other instruments when we come back from this break. Let's go take a look at Goldilocks. I'll show you what gold did this morning on that quick pullback, which was nothing more than pulling back to its breakout support level for its 30-minute time frame in the 1830 level. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes filling in for Tom and Tommy O'Brien right now, 10:42 in the morning. You've got the Dow off 52, the S&P down 1, NASDAQ 100 up 39. So let's take a look at Goldilocks, then we'll go to a couple other requests that have come in. And so in the case of gold, what do we know? So on a daily basis, gold is trading above its green oscillator unchanged, red oscillator unchanged line, and slightly above the center of its bullish structured profile. And if price can close above 1841.20, you're at 1843.50 right now. That's going to suggest a move up to the top of the profile to 1869.50. So right now, the daily time frame for gold is suggesting a move up to 1869.50. On the 30-minute time frame chart, what we will see here is that the pullback. So when we opened up the show, we were looking at the ES Mini, the NQ, the 30-minute time frame chart. I was sharing with you the opening range levels out here. Here's that gold contract with its opening range areas. Remember, they can act as support and resistance. So the push lower. So gold here has a breakout area of 1830.30. That's on its 30-minute time frame. That push lower this morning, whatever caused it, price all it was a pullback into support. The support of the 1830.30 level never got down there. It just found support at the opening range of the U.S. market. That was last evening. So gold right now is consolidating. It will say between 1830 and 1848. Those would be the levels to watch. A break on either side is going to tell you which direction gold is likely headed towards. Watch the top, because the daily time frame is saying, I want to make a move for the top of that profile. If you look at some of the other time frame charts, just as long as we're here, here's a 60 minutes, got a confirmed Rose momentum indicator top, price pushing back and testing support, which is held 1834. Price needs to get above its oscillator and change line for this time frame. That would be 1846.70 to confirm a move higher. But overall, gold looks like it wants to just make another counter trend move up to the 1869 level out there. Now let's go take a look at some of the other requests. The golf guy wants us to go take a look at ET, phone home. That's actually Energy Partners, I believe, Energy Transfer, LP. So Golf Guy is asking the question, could you look at symbol ET for a buy? It is down near the lows from 2007. Yes, it is. But let's go take a look at energy transfers, and let's go longer term to shorter term out here. So longer term, well, yearly's bullish because price is above last year's close. Let's go to the monthly time frame. The monthly time frame, do we have any kind of a bottoming signal? Other than just getting back to those prior lows out there, which can be a bottoming signal. I don't, like, for example, back in 2016, it was a TD9 count that identified the bottom. Just like at the high in the rally was a TD9 count top. Okay, good enough. There's an A to B equals CD to downside, and it was confirmed by a bullish engulfing candle a few months ago. Price is inside a bullish structured profile out here, Golf Guy. That suggests, because price is above the center, that you should see a run to 804. That's the monthly chart. The weekly chart out here, this shows us what? It shows a TD9 count bottom, TD9 count top, a pullback making a higher low, so that's good. But price just consolidating sideways. So not a ton of information out here other than a consolidation between the nines. The daily time frame for Energy Partners, a TD9 count top led to a TD9 count bottom. Today may become bar number 6 of a TD9 count. Don't know whether it will, because price found resistance at 705. That's its breakdown resistance area. So on the daily time frame, Golf Guy, price right now just consolidating between 608 and 705 out there. Close above 705 says you run back to the most recent highs. Your question is this as ET, is this a buy? I'd rather see you buy it if this thing would pull back towards the 640-ish, 608, 640 area than where you're trading right now. And the 30-minute time frame, let me just see here, short term, if I can get over to it. What signals do we have here? Got wave number 7, that's letter G. So 676 is the number where price is likely pulling back to. So if you got a real hankering to get in, look at the 676 level. Otherwise, be a little bit more patient and wait. 676, well, how about that? That's also the oscillator and change line. So if price closes below that, then you'll know that there should be a further pullback. So hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks for writing in. Let's see here. The next request is to take a look at TGB, Taseko Mines out here. Yes, we covered that yesterday, but we can cover it every day. It doesn't matter. You guys put in the request. We go take a look at the charts. Plus, there's new information. Did Steve give a all to point on Baba? I did cover it, Zip. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at Taseko Mines. Price now is above its most recent swing point from the trading day of January 7th. We're 2.3 million shares. You've got 1 million shares, so that's a nice positive. You're trading above the top of the weekly profile, $1.47. You're above the monthly profile. So for Taseko Mines, that all bodes well. Let's take a look at the white background charts out here, try to get a feel for anything else that we can find on ticker symbol TGB. As we take a look at it, the daily time frame, no, not really giving us anything else out there. Nothing bearish, by the way. Still looks bullish. It did trigger a couple of wave number 7 signals out there. So it just says be cautious. That's all. Just cautious. But we're cautious about everything. We take a look at the weekly time frame chart. Price is moving higher, doing less relative energy. Only becomes a problem if there's a bearish reversal candle. The monthly time frame for TGB out here, this is going to be bar number 9, or appears that it will be bar number 9 of a TD9 count. That can, as we've identified, looking at other charts out here. In fact, even in the case of TGB, when it bottomed back in 2016, it was that TD9 count pattern. So that says pay attention to Taseko. Could generate a longer-term monthly time frame top signal, either in February or in March out there. But right now, the daily time frame signals are suggesting higher price, and that is in Taseko Mines. The question about Alibaba, we'll just try to get that out here real quickly for one of our denters who was gone during that. And let me just, just taking a bit of, so it's really in a neutral position right now, Alibaba. The reason is this has a sell the D point. There was an A to B equals CD to the upside. It was confirmed with these bear sash candles that are out there. So not until price is able to take out the most recent swing point high can we give it the all clear to the upside. It's not bearish. It's more neutral out here. And this candle session from 4 days ago, much lighter volume when it was trying to take out that prior swing point. So that's the message when we take a look at Alibaba as of 10:49 a.m. on February the 9th out here. And again, this is Steve Rhodes filling in for Tom and Tommy O'Brien. And this show is being replayed during the normal 1 o'clock hour out there. What else do we want to look at? What do we want to look at? Well, so the pullback that we're seeing out here, now that's really to be expected. I know you might say, well, what do you mean it's to be expected, Steve? If we take a look at the New York Stock Exchange, which went from the extreme oversold position, that's when you get down below minus 150. Well, what we saw was a nice run up to just above plus 150. Yesterday, 152.24. Above 150, oversold. Below minus 150. I'm sorry, overbought when you're above the plus 150, oversold when you're below or when you're by the minus 150. So this is just normal stuff that we're seeing at this stage of the game. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Be right back. Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by BAM! As well as
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that will take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Our favorite polar bear, David White, he just reminded me that Twitter is coming out with earnings tonight. So let's go take a look at their stock charts and see if there's any kind of signals that it's providing to us. So here's what we know about Twitter right now. Prices above the top of the daily, weekly, and monthly profile. So that is bullish. And let's take a look at the A to B equals CD pattern that is underway. So the B point which was December 16th. It's just the small A to B equals C that we're posting out here, taking a look at. 5611 had volume of 29 million shares. When that B point was passed, it was on much lighter volume. This has been much lighter volume. That does not mean that this will not complete the A to B equals CD pattern. It was just on lighter volume. That next move, this is suggesting a target of 61.58. However, Stevie would say not so fast. And the reason I would say not so fast, if you look at the A to B leg, and we're using the exact same angle on the C to D leg, notice how coming off of this C leg out here, price is on the strong side, not the weak side. The strong side was the left side on an A to B equals CDF. The weak side is the right side. This is a signal to you, and I know it's just a normal retracement, 0.618. It was 68.16 actually. But this is a signal that we should see Twitter continue to move higher, and more than the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. So 61.58 would complete that. 66.25 is the 1 to 1.272. If we pull over my other charts, the white background charts, you're only going to be in bar number 6 of a TD9 count. This formed a TD9 count at the bottom out here. This was forming a TD9 count as price was hitting the TD9 resistance level at 54.52, and it was just a hiccup. It was a one-day sideways move. This tells us about a strong momentum move that is underway in Twitter. And so if there's a tell out here, that tell is that Twitter should trade higher after its earnings report tonight. Although Stevie hates Twitter. But the stock chart says it wants to move higher. Folks, thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned for more great programming, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.